Morning everyone, this is Nick, as you can probably tell. Quick video for you. Today I'm at the RHS in Wisley. It's Saturday morning, it's Saturday the 6th of March. A very cold, overcast Saturday morning, but I just thought I'd give you this quick video to let you know what I'm doing today. More importantly, the reason why we're doing it. We've been, as you know, we come from the background of television. And one of our old friends in TV was a video producer for Universal Records by the name of Laura McCarthy, and she's charged us today with gathering media for the RHS. She's now working as a part of the marketing team for the RHS, and what they're trying to do is just gather media to be used on the web. And I thought I'd share this video with you today just to let you know how we're doing it, and more importantly what we're going to do with it. You see, what I'm consulting with the RHS. What I'm trying to do is they've come to me and said, right, okay Nick, the way we make our money is that we make our money by membership. So people that become a member of the RHS can come along and visit all the gardens, etc, etc, etc. Typical membership, very much like English Heritage or that type of thing. What they said to me is, with the discussion we've had, is how can we grow the membership and how can we give more value to the people that we've got. And the idea I've come up with is to turn the RHS into a subscription type magazine, whereby if you're a specific type of gardener, whether or not you like your roses in a traditional English garden, or whether or not you may be an urban gardener, and you may be an urban gardener and you've got a flat in central London and you want to know how to grow stuff for that. So what we're doing is we're doing a media gathering campaign on how to utilise your garden to the best way possible, and turn that into a niche market for an online magazine. Now when I say magazine, I don't mean a traditional sort of page turning magazine. I mean a magazine whereby you can get monthly information on specific niche topics, such as an urban gardener, or whether you grow tropical gardens, or whether you, like I said, you prefer to grow roses. So today we're on a media gathering campaign, and what I'd like to show you in a second is how we're going about doing it. But you've got to remember that what we're doing here today is we're using big professional cameras such as digibeta cameras and professional sound people, professional photographers. You've got to remember that you can niche it down yourself. But the main pointer here is that instead of using, let's say, a digibeta camera crew, you could be using a flip cam like I'm doing right now, talking to you on a flip cam. And these flip cams are only about £100 or so, and they're very easy at gathering data. But the fact is, it's the amount of data that you're going to get is what's needed. Because if I subscribe to something, I'm subscribing to something for a reason. If I'm following you for a reason. I'm connected with you for a reason, but what I want is connectedness. In other words, I want to share your information out to everybody else, and I can't do that unless you're supplying it to me. So anyway, let's get going and understand more about how to supply information. So what we'll do now, we'll just take a quick walk around here. As you can see, we're walking into, this is the RHS, this is where they do a lot of their propagating up around here. You can see the big greenhouses behind me over here, and as we go indoors we can see a few people. Thank you. As you can see here, this is our camera crew here. We've got Drew on camera there, on the big digibeta camera, and we've got Simon over here. Simon's doing the sound. There's a big sound boom over there. So this is how we would traditionally gain media, in a very traditional format. However, today you don't necessarily need it. This is done for a professional reason, professional purposes, but you don't actually need it. What you need most of the time nowadays are just very simple setups that you can use to gather the media. So you could be using something like a flip cam for video, as I'm doing right now, taking the pictures behind the scenes realistically, or you could be just using a very basic compact camera for taking your stills, as opposed to using professional stills photographer, which we've got over here. These stills photographers are needed and they're very important. However, for you, the mere mortals, what we need to understand is how we can gather data on a cheaper basis, but make sure that it's actually being utilised. So the lesson to learn here today is any form of social media campaign for the purposes of has got to be backed up with some form of media. In this instance, we're going to be using film and video and still photography, but it must be backed up. So you guys out there, what you've got to do is make sure that you absolutely batter the airwaves with relevant material. This relevant material is so important. So go on, get out there and start giving us relevant material about what you do, how you do it, and what you've got to tell us, because we need you to teach us. We need you to teach us what to do with the information that you particularly have. Here today we're teaching people how to get involved in gardening, growing and the RHS in general. But in the future, when it comes to your product, how are you going to tell us? Well, you're going to tell us via social media, and this is the way that you can gather the media. Anyway, I thought I'd share that one with you. I'll speak to you again soon. So long.